Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So let's start from verse number 6. Litunzira qauman ma unzira abauhum fahum ghafilun. So li is for or so that this is called lamu talil, and I have that makes the fail mudare mansoob. So I have some details here on page 33. So let's go through that again. Moods of imperfect tense. Unlike the past tense, as I said before, that past tense is mabni, it doesn't change. The present tense changes its ending from nasab, from its regular, which is the rafa form, to goes to nasab, and also changes to jazm or majzoom form. The particles that change the mood of the verb to mansoob are called al-hurufun nasiba, and they are as under. Li, so this is the li that making that the verb that is coming after, making that mansoob. So if we go back, so tunzira is actually the verb is anzara yunziru, and this is the form 4. We have gone through the 10 forms, so this is form number 4. Failu mudarin mansoob, so this is mansoob because it is not yunziru, is actually yun. So if we go to that verb formation, yunziru, huwa yunziru, hiya tunziru, anta tunziru. So tunziru is changing to tunzira. So if we go to page 40, so you see this is the verb form number 4 that was on pattern of af'ala. So this is the verb used. Anzara yunziru. Amr is anzir. Masdar, the noun that comes out is inzarun. Fa'il is munzirun. Maf'ul munzarun. And this verb is also used in the same verse. So it's the passive form of the past tense. Mazi majhul unzira, and the majhul form of the mudare is yunzaru. So you see the difference. Anzara becomes unzira, yunziru becomes yunzaru. So this yunziru and unzira, they both these verb forms are used. So let's go back. So and I have that complete conjugation, complete formation of that verb, anzara yunziru, on page 119. Here you go. So this is the past tense, anzara, huwa anzara. This we looking into the verb use is yunziru. So is huwa yunziru, huma yunzirani, hum yunziruna, hiya tunziru, huma tunzirani, hunna yunzirna, anta tunziru, antuma tunzirani, antum tunziruna. So the verb use is tunziru, and you would note that tunziru, the hiya and anta in the mudare, they both are same. Only so the sentence will tell us if it is the used for hiya or is used for anta. So is actually anta tunziru, you. So the pronoun is you. So if we go back, so tunziru is changing to tunzira because of li. So this is the mansoob form of the fail mudare, and the file is anta, the pronoun which is used, which is like for this form, the file is like the pronoun that takes this form is tunziru, so which is anta, so is tunzira, li tunzira, so the file is anta, which is the pronoun hidden there. So you won, tunzira means you won, yunziru means he wants, tunziru means she wants or he or you won. So here is you won because the address is to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so he is masculine. So that's why I said that the in the statement you would know that if this word is used for hiya or anta, because the word is same for both the pronouns. So we have gone through these pages. Kauman, so you won who? You should won? Kauman, people or a nation. So Kauman, you see here is has taking fatah here, so is mansoob. If it would have been marfu, then it would have been a file, but because there is no noun with them in the marfu form, so there is no file here. That is why we are taking the file that is inside this verb formation, this verb. So you won people or a nation to whom he was sent. So Kauman is maful bihi, and is all the maful they are mansoob, and all the file they are marfu. So I have the detail on page 47. So objects mafa'il, the following object commonly used. So direct object maful bihi, this is the one. This is used as a direct object of a verb. For example, udkhulil jannata, ta, so enter the paradise. So enter where? The paradise. So so this is the maful. So that you won people. Ma is actually harfu nafi, just the harf means not. Ma unzira, you see, so this the same verb is now used in the passive form. So this was fail mudare, this is fail madin, and but is majhul form. So unzira is fail madin, lil majhul is the majhul, and page 40 I showed you before that the majhul form is unzira. So anzara yunziru is the active form, and the passive form is unzira yunzaru. So unzira, this is the word used here. So ma unzira, not warned. Abau, forefathers. Abau means forefathers. So in the majhul form, in the passive voice, there is no file. There is rather the file changes to a naib file. So so we have, but that naib file is also rafa. So we can see that abau is rafa in the rafa form. And then abauhum, what combination is that? Is actually their forefathers or forefathers of theirs, of them. So when you see of there, that means is something related to possession, which is mudaf alay, and we went to just in the last session that we went through that again. So you can read page 14 again, go back there, and then you can just read it. So abau whom is actually abau is mudaf, and whom is mudaf alay. Is whom is zamir muttasilun, is attached to that noun. So is muttasil, and whom is mudaf alay. So abau is mudaf and also naib file, and whom is mudaf alay. So which means their forefathers. For whom fa is actually used for like when there are series of incidents, fa is used to show that this happens, then that happens. So because there was no because that nation was not warned, therefore fathers were not warned, so means that is the reason that, so is called harfu atfin, means the word for connecting, particle for connection. So this is actually connects the two statements. So then for whom is actually here is called mubtada, is zamirun munfasilun, and we on let's go through mubtada and khabar one more time here, page 19. So a nominal sentence, there are two types of sentences in Arabic: the nominal sentence, in Arabic we call jumla ismiya, and the verbal sentence, we call it jumla fe'liya. The nominal sentence commences with a noun, while the verbal sentence, it commences from a verb. In the nominal sentence, the subject of the noun is called mubtada and the predicate is called the khabar. So there are some rules for mubtada. The mubtada may be a noun or a pronoun. So we in our case is a is whom is used there, so which is the pronoun. So let's go back. So whom is actually mubtada here. Hum ghafilun, you see one pronoun and the one noun making a complete sentence because of how they are formed. So you can translate as a complete sentence here. Ghafilun means ghafil, ignorant, unaware, so they are unaware. So you see the R is, I am using R here, which is the result of this combination mubtada khabar. So ghafilun is actually khabar and is coming from ghafil. The singular is ghafil. So ghafil is changing to ghafiluna. So I'll show you how that happens. So the singular is ghafil, and here the word is ghafiluna is used. So let's see how that is formed. Ghafiluna. Let's go to page 4. So ghafil is used for masculine. The man, the unaware, who is unaware. So let's replace mursilun with ghafilun. Ghafilun, ghafilan, ghafilin, ghafilani, ghafilaini, ghafilaini, ghafiluna. You see, ghafiluna. So this is una. This is the word ghafiluna used here, and this is plural, 2 plus, and is used as a. This is the form we use when we have to use it as a rafa. We cannot use this, because this is for nasab and jar. So the rafa form of ghafil is ghafiluna. So that is why you see there ghafiluna, and this comes as a khabar. So this comes as a khabar, and mubtada we went back to page 19. Let's go back to page 19 again and understand what is making ghafilun a khabar. Page 19. So this was, we just studied that mubtada can be noun or a pronoun, and in our case is whom, which is a pronoun. About the khabar, the khabar may be one word or more than one, but if is one word, that is in normally indefinite. So you see where ghafilun is actually indefinite, there is no al, and from ghafilun I showed you how the plural changes to ghafiluna, so they are unaware. So this is this fits as a khabar. So hum ghafiluna is mubtada and khabar. So they are ignorant because their forefathers were not, there was no messenger sent on their forefathers, so they were not warned, and that is why Prophet ﷺ was sent to that nation, because they were unaware, they were ignorant. So I translated this verse as, so that you warn people whose forefathers were not warned, and so they are unaware. So this completes verse number 6. Verse number 7 is laqad haqqal qawlu ala aksarihim fahum la yuminun. So laqad is harfu tahqiq, means is used for emphasis, for sure. And page 23, so you see here the use of qad. The word qad gives the meaning of certainly, surely, or indeed, and it is used before the past tense. So this is used for emphasis. Sometimes an addition of lam is prefix to make it to, which becomes like this qad. If you add lam, it's become laqad, which further emphasizes the meaning of the verb. So it means there are two emphasis. Qad is enough for emphasis, but laqad is emphasis upon emphasis. So this is the word used there, laqad. Laqad, and scholars say that when the word laqad is used, that normally comes after the swearing, where the swearing takes place. But if you don't see the swearing in the verse, that mean is understood that like how much emphasis is given on the statement. So laqad means absolutely, for sure. Hakka is actually the root letters are ha, ka, ka, but the two, when there are two similar letters, they combine, so becomes hakka. Hakka yahiku, this is the form 1. It's just 3 root letters, there is no addition to those 3 letters, so it's just the basic form 1. And hakka is fi'lu madin, past tense. And if we go to page 21, we have some details there. So hakka is a past tense, is a verbal sentence. Verbal sentence starts from a verb. And most of the words in Arabic consist of 3 root letters like fa'ala, and in that example is khalaqa, he created. So hakaka means he spoke truth, or he said it right. So this is on this pattern, khalaqa. There were 3 root letters, are where is hakaka or hakka. So hakka, something to become true, fi'lu madin, and I have the complete formation of hakka yahiku on page 120, but because we don't need to go in that detail, because we don't need to there is the pronoun uses hakka, which is for huwa, but let's go through it quickly. So you see, past, this is the past, huwa hakka. So huwa, this for the pronoun is huwa, hakka, huwa hakka, huma hakka, hum hakku, you can go to read it. So this is the word used there, which is for pronoun huwa. So we can only use the pronoun that is attached to, that is inside this this verb, like huwa hakka. if there is no external pronoun, there is no external file, so the inner file takes the place when there is no external file, or when there is an external file, it takes the place of the internal file. So we can't say he spoke truth or it became true. We would say al qawlu, because this is al qawlu, so this becomes the file. Al qawlu, the word speech that became true. So al qawlu is file here, and the sign of for it to be a file is u. If it's a, then if a noun is with a, then it's a maf'ul. If it's u, then it's a file. So the word became true, or the speech became true. Allah, Allah is harfu jar. On page 16, if you go, you will see Allah there. So Allah is the harf used for as a harfu jar, and it makes the next noun majroor, and we see here Allah aksari. Aksari, this is majroor here. You see the kasra there. So it's because of Allah. Otherwise, it should be un, or the regular form is un, but is e, and y is not aksarin, because is also acting as a mudaf, and mudaf cannot have al, or cannot have tanween on it. So that is why I think we went through this last time. So aksar is ism majroor, making is majroor is in the jar form because of this Allah, and it is also acting as a mudaf, because most of them, like I said, for when there is the word of use, that means that some possession, we're talking about some possession here, which is in result of the mudaf alayhi, the combination. So whom is zamirun muttasilun mudaf alayhi. So if you go to page 16, I think we went through mudaf alayhi. You can go through that again if you want to. So again, aksar is aksari is a majroor because of Allah, and is acting as a mudaf also, and the whom is mudaf alayhi. Most of them. Fa, again harfu atfin, and whom is munfasilun is mubtada. So again we went through that mubtada here. Hum ghafilun, so this is the similar situation here. Hum ghafilun, so here it is hum yuminun, or here hum la yuminun. So la is harfu nafi, not. Yuminun is actually comes from the verb form 4. Amana yuminu. From yuminu, how that changes to yuminun. Let's go through that. First I show you page 40, where we have the form 4. So you see, this is the form 4. Amana yuminu. This is on pattern of afala. So amana yuminu, madi mudare. So this is yuminu. Now from yuminu, how that changes to yuminuna. Let's go back. So on page 121, I have the complete conjugation of this word. 121. So you see, amana huwa yuminu. So madi mudare, the word uses yuminuna. So this comes from here. Hum yuminuna. Huwa yuminu, huma yuminani, hum yuminuna. So when you see yuminuna, so that means this verb is used for pronoun whom. So that means the people, or is the word is talking about they. So let's go back. So whom la yuminun, so they don't believe. La yuminun, they don't believe. So you see the they here is coming from this, because this formation of the verb is used for whom, third person plural, they believe. So yuminu is fail mudare, and is the regular form is marfu form, and the complete jumla is the khabar hum. And in the khabar, I think when we did the khabar on page 20, khabar can be one word, or it can be a complete sentence. Let's go back again and see that about the khabar. The khabar can be a verbal sentence. So that verbal sentence yuminun is actually acting as a khabar for whom. So you see whom yuminun or whom la yuminun. So mubtada, and this yuminun is a complete sentence, complete jumla, they believe, and that is used for as a khabar for whom. So I translated this verse as the word. Actually, scholars say the word or the speech means that Allah said to Iblis that he would to Iblis that he would fill the hell with the people who will follow him. So the scholars say that this statement refers to that statement. So the word has certainly become true on most of them, and that is why even if you are sent to warn them, like for the prophet, like was mentioned before, that you warn them because their forefathers were not warned, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also saying that even if you warn them, most of them, they will not believe. Verse number 8, inna ja'alna fi anakihim aglalan fahiya alal azkani fahum mukmahun. So what is inna? Inna is actually two words, inna plus na. So shadda is used for doubling of the letters. So is actually inna is showing two nouns, means there are two nouns, but in fact there are three nouns. Inna, like this, inna plus na. So inna na. Sometimes it will also come inna na, but this is the short form is inna. So inna is harfu tawkidin, used for emphasis, and na is zamir muttasilun, and we have gone through those 14 pronouns: huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. So the attached pronoun for nahnu is na. So is on page 7. If we go to page 7, we will see that. So for third person, huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna. Second person, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna. And the third person is for I, ana, nahnu, we. And nahnu is used as when it's used as a detached. This is the detached form. The attached form is na. So that na you see there. So inna, that na is there. Inna na, indeed we. So that na means we, indeed we, and is attached to inna. Ja'alna. So ja'ala, yaj'alu, same three root letters, basic form, form 1, fe'lu madin, and ja'alna. So let's go to the table of ja'ala to see how like how it changes from ja'ala, huwa ja'ala, to nahnu jalna. Let's go through that. That is on page 22. So I have that complete formation of a past tense 3-letter verb, and I given the example of same jala, huwa jala, huma jala, hum jalu, hiya jalat, huma jalata, hunna jalna, anta jalta, antuma jaltuma, antum jaltum, anti jalti, antuma jaltuma, antunna jaltunna, ana jaltu, nahnu jalna. So when you see jalna, quickly you should understand that this is talking about something about nahnu, which is we. So that in that verse, na going to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the form, verb form used there, which is for nahnu. So if we go back to the verse, so we goes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We made, or we put. You see here inna also has we in there, and jalla is also has we in there. So that sometimes is used for emphasis, and you know that you can only understand the emphasis when you understand the grammar of it. Otherwise, if you read the translation, it's going to be simple. Indeed, we made, right? But if you understand it, you will see that we made. We made what? Fi in harfu jar. Naki is actually the noun is unukun, means the neck. Nakun, necks. So anakun is necks. So this fi is harfu jar, that is on page 16. You see that fi is there. So that making the neck the ism majroor, changing to e, naki. But it should have been an-nakin also. Why is not an-nakin? Because is acting as a mudaf also. Just a while ago we studied that. So when a mudaf cannot have, this mudaf alayhi is for possession. So an-nakihim, their necks, or necks of them, if the word of is there. So their necks, their necks, they have their necks. So An-naki is not anakin, is anaki, because is acting as a mudaf also. Mudaf cannot have an in form, or cannot have al. Mudaf alayhi, you can go through that on page 16. So anaki is mudaf, and him is mudaf alayhi. Him is attached pronoun of whom. Could be whom or him, so it stays the same. Page 7, you can see, go through those pronouns. So agnaki him, their necks, and the combination here is fi anaki. This combination is jar majroor, and anaki him, this combination is mudaf alayhi. Aglalan. So because there is a verb here, and then there is the noun with the un form, so which is a maf'ul. If is un, then is fa'il. If is an, then is mansub. So we put in their necks what? Aglalan, iron collars. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, we have put in their necks iron collars. Iron collars you see in, like I think you have seen those. They were used in the old times on the necks of the prisoners. So it's something like that, iron collar. And because inna is used here, so when you see ismu inna, inna plus na, ismu inna, so we have studied that for when a jumla ismiya starts from inna, then it would have ismu inna and khabru inna. So the khabru inna here is jalna wama baduha and whatever is coming after. So actually this whole is acting as a khabru inna. And fahiya, then they, fa is harfu atfin, hiya zamirun munfasilun mubtada. So hiya is actually coming as a mubtada here, and on page 19 we have just went through that on that page that the mubtada can be a noun or a pronoun. So hiya is a pronoun. Ilal azkani, you see here ilal azkani. So ila again harfu jar. What is azkani? Azkani is majroor because of ila, so is jar majroor. So is actually noun is zakanun azkanun. So ila changing to al, as al is making it lighter, like is not in, because when you cannot put a tanween when there is al. So ilal azkani. So then they, ilal azkani, to the chins. So those iron necks, those iron collars, they have gone up to the chins. Fahum, again fa harfu harfu atfin, and whom is mubtada, again mubtada. So mubtada can be a noun or a pronoun. So here is a pronoun, and is zamirun munfasilun mubtada. Mukmahun again is coming from mukmahun, and it's changing to mukmahuna, and that is the regular plural, regular jama muzakkar salim. It is on page I think page 4. Yeah, so let's replace the word mursalun with mukmahun. Mukmahun, mukmahan, mukmahin, mukmahani, mukmahaini, mukmahaini, mukmahuna, mukmahina, mukmahina. So you see mukmahuna, this is the rafa form, or mukmahun, and is plural. So if we go back, so mukmahun is khabar. Khabar, we just in the last verse we went through what makes that khabar, because it's rafa, is the rafa form. So and is one word. So if it's a one word, it has to be rafa, which is the case here. And I showed you mukmahuna is the plural of the word mukmahun, and is for the rafa line. You see that mukma. I can show you again. So it's showing up here as a marfu. So these words for use for rafa, these for when they come as nasab, and these when they come as jar. But so mursalun is actually rafa form and is plural of singular mursalun. So that mukmahun is actually on page fahiya, page 55. Ilal askani fahum mukmahun. So the iron collars have gone up to their chins. That means so their heads are raised up. So mukmahun, heads raised up, and is khabar. You can read about the details of the khabar on page 19. So I translated this work. Inna jalna fi anakihim aghlalan fahiya ilal azkani fahum mukmahun. So indeed we referring to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, indeed we have put iron collars in their necks, and they are up to their chins, so their heads are raised up. In other words, I think because they have become arrogant, so their heads are up. So it seems that this refers to their arrogance, that their heads are up, but it's not because of them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that He has put the iron collars in their necks and their heads are up, and they don't see the reality down there, so they just in arrogance they just won't believe you, but you were sent to warn them because their forefathers were not warned. So I think I should stop here. Next, from in the next lesson, I would start from verse number 9. So I'm stopping here.